Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will continue on what we started last week on how to examine words to understand the meaning, and we will go over the semantic or thematic roles today. Remember when we talked about how to understand the meaning of words and sentences, we said that to understand the meaning of a word or a sentence, there are three different types of semantic analysis that we can use. The first one we went through was the semantic features or the semantic properties, remember, plus human plus adult. And we also explained the lexical relations of words and how to analyze the lexical relations in the sentence. Today we will go over the semantic roles, analyzing the keywords in a sentence according to the roles they fulfill in the situation described in the sentence, of course. According to Yale, words are not just containers. No A here. Words are not just containers of meanings. Words fulfill different roles within the situation described by a sentence. What does this mean? Look at the sentence, the boy kicked the ball. The verb kicked describes an action. The noun phrases, the boy and the ball, describe the roles of entities, people and things. Both entities are involved in the action of kicking. So remember the sentences below when we talked about hamburger ate the man, the table kicked the ball, the husband ate his wife, or vice versa, the wife ate her husband. We said that these sentences are grammatically correct. The structure and the word order are both correct. But why don't these sentences make sense? Because the kind of nouns which can be subjects of the verb ate must have an entity that is capable of eating. It has to be either plus human or plus animal. And here we have hamburger, we have table, and we have dog. So all these entities are not suitable here. The words make the sentences very odd because the three nouns carry the semantic feature of minus human. Hamburger and table also carry the semantic feature of minus animate, so they cannot perform the action of eating. To understand the meaning of a sentence, there are three different types of semantic analysis. We already discussed semantic features, the lexical relations, and today we will see the semantic roles. I think I went over these slides, but it happens as usual. What do we mean by semantic roles? Semantic roles or theta roles or thematic roles refer to the way in which the referent of the noun phrase adds to the state, action, or situation described by the sentence. For example, we won't go over all the roles here. We will keep the rest to next class after we practice what we will cover today. So we have agent, which refers to the animate entity that performs the action. Basim kicked the ball. Basim here is the agent. Although agents are typically plus human, they can also be minus human. They can be machines or creatures, like the wind here in this example, or the car. A single entity like the ball can appear in several different semantic roles. And the same agent here you can check it if you use the passive voice. For example, the ball was kicked by Basim. Basim kicked the ball. So this is the same agent. The second one is theme, which refers to the entity that undergoes or receives the action. For example, Basim kicked the ball. Yes, you were correct. The theme can be human plus human or an entity that is simply just being described. For example, the boy was red What's the theme here? Red. Indeed, the same physical entity can appear in two semantic roles. For example, the boy kicked himself. Here the boy is the agent, himself is the theme. Experiencer is the one who enjoys or knows, sees, accepts, experiences, or undergoes the effect of an action. For example, did you hear that noise? The experiencer is you. You have heard the noise, and the theme is that noise. An instrument is an inanimate entity used by an agent to perform an action. That other entity fills the role of an instrument. For example, she hit the book with the magazine. The magazine is the instrument. Where is the theme? Where is the agent? Think of that. We will practice this in class. In the phrase writing with pen, the phrase a pen has the semantic role of an instrument. For example, he is writing with a pen. It's the pen which is the instrument, not the writing. Alright, okay. Location, the place where the action happens. Source, the place from which an action originates. Goal, the place where action is directed or the place to which something moves. Time, when an event took place. Look at this example. I'll take my money from my saving account in BBK, deposit it in NB or National Bank next week. So the location where the action happens, the source is, the goal is, and the time is. Yes, you're smart enough to figure all of them out. Okay. These are the roles, the thematic roles that we cover here. We'll practice all of them in class. Again, my favorite slide is here. This is what we cover so far in determining meaning and understanding words semantically. In class, before we continue on the semantic roles, we will review and practice what we had here. We won't have any takeaways. These are the references, and I hope it was clear. Bye-bye.